I was born in 37, and when I was 4 years old, we were out at the airport on a Sunday morning watching at Raleigh-Durham, RDU, watching the aircraft take off and land. And they announced on the radio of the old Chevy, the vacuum tube radio, that the Pearl Harbor had been bombed. So we turned around and went home to my mother, who was making the Sunday uh, meal for us. And a few months later, my dad was sent into the, was activated as a reservist into the military. And he served the 4 years during the war and came home after the war. And uh, then we moved so that he could get a better job. And I grew up, and on April, he we discussed when I was a junior in high school where I was going to school, and he said, you want to go to by then VPI was known as Virginia Tech, and there I said, no, I don't really want to go there. And he said, well, it's where I went, and you want to do the same kinds of engineering? I said, yes, but I don't want to go in the military. I have no reason to go in the military. So on April the 1st of 1954, he's reading the afternoon paper, and he says, look, President Eisenhower signed a bill authorizing an Air Force Academy. And in as polite a way as I could, as a smart teenager, I said, I think we discussed it. I don't want to go in the military. And so he said, well, would you please read it? And I said, sure. So I read it, and it said that the class is going to be so small, they're only going to take, that there isn't enough for every senator and congressman to even have one. So the only fair way they could consider to do it was to each one will nominate, I think it was 20, and the Air Force is going to select. It was, no, maybe it was 10. It was some large number, and out of this large pool of whatever it was, 10,000, they were going to select 300. And so I, understanding statistics, having taken a course at the time, I said, the best of all worlds, I'll apply, I'll get rejected, and I did what he wanted to. And lo and behold, I was accepted. And I felt so honored about it. And I had visited our senator and talked to him about it. And I figured that it was a chance of a lifetime, which it turned out to be. And so I went, and when I got there, I figured all these guys are much better at this kind of thing than I will be. Many of them are dependents, sons of colonels and generals, and some of them are football players that were brought in. And I said, I'm going to just work as hard as I can every day, because that's what it's going to take for me to graduate from here. And once again, it did. And the academy taught me a lot of things that I had never known, never thought I could do. And it did its job. And the one thing it did was teach me that you do your best every day, and things work out.